After 20 minutes of struggling like people on a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build up an uptight structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against the storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go! Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily, and look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So what's next on the camp's extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking! Craig and I venture to the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife wahrscheinlich, oder? Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over at where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt. Can't get over how detailed it is. Examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. Oh, süß. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. So süß. Mein Gott, diese Geräusche sind furchtbar. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Die sind auch so welche, die nach dem Sex High Five machen würden, ne? So von wegen, yeah, oh nice. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Yeah. Hör ich jetzt Wasser? Oh, schöne Musik. Oh, sehr gut. Dankeschön, Dankeschön, Dankeschön. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place, we go to investigate. The old waterfall. Hey. It's gorgeous. Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could just jump off it like the old days? Ha! This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like he could climb right up over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Komm! That is good, but I do a lot of gluten workouts. Okay, komm. Also erstens fand er es gut und zweitens, ich meine, wenn er so dann und er macht Workouts für seinen Hintern und dann können wir ihn doch auch bewundern, oder nicht? I immediately turn away blushing. Oh. You coming in or what? Schöne Aussicht. Oh, I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. The society's oppressors. Down with pants, down with the system. That's the spirit. Take my shirt off and drop in a pile with Craig's clothes, put the rest of my clothes on the ground feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any red rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. Das ist übertrieben romantisch. British. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes. Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Whoa! He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. Aua. I hit the water with a loud slap. Aua. I resurface to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. Leute, ich sterbe. I playfully splash water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Hammer Fist, dunk him, squirt water him. Das ist ja langweilig. Dunk him, untertauchen. I lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all of my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water. Hey! And I drop him down for the splash. Craig bounces back out of the water. My turn. Oh no, it seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up. Aww. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles. Yeah. And quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water devastated. You think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good with my shirt off? Nah bro, these arms cannons are dead launches. Oh, er flexed für uns. Damn. Oh my god, Leute. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There's peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? I race you to the top. Finde ich irgendwie süß. Good form on that one. Wanna go again? Aww. Phew, man, this is fun. Got one more on you.
Nice.
Ja, komm, wir müssen hier nicht übertreiben. We got to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash pad wasn't the best idea. Ah, it's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Okay. Bleibt den ganzen Tag so. Beschwere ich mich jetzt mal nicht, ne? Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes and tin foil. Ready for a feast. Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Okay. Craig cooks now. I remember his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved. Oh, and have trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles and now I'm more actually aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm so stupid. Oh, baby, nine. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We need some wood. I guess just to the trees around us.
Man.
There's no shortage of that. And some tinder. We can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are then supposed to come by and give us advanced technology or renovate our house, depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all of the materials that could conceptually make a passable looking campfire. Just that fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting and look, cool breeze rustles the leaves over the trees around us. We have to work quick. I've done this in the past and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Anyway, I can help. Give me some moral support, lift my spirits, and we make this fire happen. In all my days, I can confidently say that I have never known a Craig to be a better friend, father, or firemaker. Oh. Actually, now that I think about it, I knew a guy named Craig in high school who ended up getting a job as a professional pyrotechnics operator, and I suppose he must have been pretty good at starting fire, but I bet you're even better than that guy. Bro, das hättest du nicht sagen sollen. Wieso hast du es gesagt? Wieso? Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular outdoorsy fellas. Hooray for not dying. Das ist gut gewesen. I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs. Craig bought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. Okay. I watch as Craig strokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I can actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme, thymian, and crushed ginger over it while basting them both in butter. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him getting in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packets onto dry ramen and eating it straight raw. Wow, geil. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk.
Oh.
I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares the side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Geil. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything tastes okay. I'm in heaven.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard to not go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've got in your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that way. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay?
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down.
Oh.
I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
Man.
I have to. For my girls. I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way.
Oh.
That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. That's so süß. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry. If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself too.
Bro.
I do, though. I eat right and exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Hey.
Herr der Ringe, Zitat. What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too. I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
Oh.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always been that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact, but even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness.
Oh, man.
Do I, though? Hell yeah, bro.
Oh.
Ich würde auch Bro sagen, weil sagt immer Bro. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams. Gets up and walks over to his supplies. Come on, I bought dessert. Oh, are you gonna use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee? What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls off marshmallows. Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. Oh, I stand by that. Oh, boah, Marshmallows. Also geschmolzene Marshmallows, so geil. It's charred on the outside, but the gooey center is preserved. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth. Oh, Pro Move, ja. Immer dieses Oh von dem Synchronsprecher ist immer so. Okay. We used to be able to do that at a great distance against the wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah. I missed this, Dean. Me too. Er ist immer noch nicht angezogen, das finde ich übrigens sehr gut. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. Teilen uns vor allem eins, ne? Crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? Oh nein, sie müssen sich eine teilen. Oh, wie traurig. I look around for a second. Oh no, I must have left it at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry, I'll just curl up over here. No way, here. Oh my god, Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it.
Nice.
Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other without a blanket. It's really cold. I shiver and without realizing, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure you won't mind. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. Oh, ich bin überhaupt kein Romantiker, das merkt man gar nicht, ne? We look at each other again, my heart racing. Halt's Maul, Craig.
Oh.
I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Bro. Same. Bro. Me too. Ah! I run my hands through his hair, then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his hip with my fingers. So romantisch. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Same. Das Geräusch. Yes!
Gold medal performance for sure.
Ah, fuck yeah! Whew. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's a car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Dean, be cool. And Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy. Rats. Who do you think you are? My daughter? For literally my entire life, yes. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered on a tablecloth. Katze, Kratzer meiner Tür. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Oh, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghost features on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you so much. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you wanna hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally! I follow Amanda to the back door. What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Oh, wie süß, nur er guckt Amanda an, ne? Voll süß. Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure, it's fully customizable, down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, just go have fun with your paws, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Geil. Ich liebe mac and cheese. Dean! Brian, you made it! I don't pass up on good mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I, look guys, this isn't over. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to Mac ratio. Beautiful work, Dean. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at our school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so that I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right, go further, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through a basketball hoop in the first place, so she fit into college just fine. Hey, Robert, glad you could make it. Yep. Robert takes a sip of his drink. Why is he being so cold to me? Everything okay? Sure. Why won't you talk to me? I thought we had something. Come on, Dean, you know what this was. You were an object to me the same way I thought I was an object to you. I figured we were on the same page, at least from how you were acting. But I don't want to be in this if there are any feelings involved. I got too much to deal with as it is. I'll catch you around.
Hey.
Okay. Dann nicht ein Objekt. Danke. Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I have a fresh batch of grateful banana bread ready for her. Thank you, I know she'll love that.
Oh.
What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. Hey, looks like Amanda's hanging out with Briar and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to.
Yes.
Okay, Briar, think of shape. Hazel, what's she thinking? Es ist 7. What's she thinking? Square. Briar? Star. We'll get it next time. Amanda leans in close to Brian, Hazel lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as the third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're gonna be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we gonna be finishing?
Yeah.
Each other's sentences. See? Third twin. I have to go. Wie romantisch, Leute. Leute. As the party starts to wind down, take a seat next to Craig. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill.
Oh.
Bro.
Huh?
This reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer cake stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong.
Oh.
We can leave cake stands in the past.
Oh.
Craig sighs. You doing okay?
Hmm.
Yeah, dude, I'm alright. I just can't hang for too long. Gotta get back home and answer some emails. What happened to relaxing? I am relaxing right now. We're sitting on a bench.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I could be standing.
Hmm.
See, relaxing. Craig, you gotta take better care of yourself. I care about you and I want you to be okay.
Hmm?
I appreciate it, but I'm fine. You're a good friend, dude. Good friend? Do you ever wish that maybe we were more than that?
Hmm?
Oh, bro. Hä? Was? I could have wondered the same thing, but
Hmm.
I don't have time for that right now. Wir haben uns geküsst. Nein. Wir können...
Oh. Oh.
Jetzt hängst du. Killer Party Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Bitch! Nein! Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. I swear to God, Dean, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying.
Huh.
Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking of all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock them back, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty of more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh. Wir sind zumindest, ich habe die Errungenschaft World's Best Dad. I'm gonna break so much stuff intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Hell, you know I've started some fires in my day. Amanda and I wave bye to the partygoers as they leave. We sit together and watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon. I'm glad you made some friends. Yeah. I know that's maybe not what you are looking for, but these people care about you. I love you, Dad. We'll always have each other. You were right. It's gonna be hard at first, but this is the next chapter in our story, and I would be nervous about it. But I know that you're always gonna be looking out for me the same way. I'll always be looking out for you. Team Miller? Team Miller. Also. Wir werden auf jeden Fall nochmal weiterspielen. Auf jeden Fall. Denn dieses Ende, damit kann ich nicht leben. Ich kann nicht damit leben, dass wir niemanden... Nein. Was ich weiß, ist, dass ich auf jeden Fall versuche nochmal mit Matt. Vielleicht fange ich an quasi von dem Spielstand, wo ich heute angefangen habe. Das heißt, nach dem ersten Date mit Craig. Und mach vielleicht das eine Date. Ich weiß es nicht. Auf jeden Fall will ich am Ende ein Happy End hier. Also wir haben ein Happy End, wir sind Best Dad, okay, schön, na und? Aber, hallo? Wir haben keinen Typen abgekriegt. Aber wir haben uns doch geküsst. Nur weil ich einmal ein scheiß B-Date hatte, ne? Ich hasse dieses Date immer noch. Ja. Also ich versuche auf jeden Fall irgendwie noch vielleicht Craig zu bekommen. Dann, die muss man ja bekommen können. Dann will ich auf jeden Fall Matt. Und dann gucken wir einfach mal, was ich mache. Was passiert und mit wem ich quasi, wer mit wem und wieso. Und ich muss das auf jeden Fall, also, das macht mich fertig. Das macht mich wirklich, wirklich fertig hier. Ich werde vielleicht dann mein Handy benutzen. Also halt den Dingens benutzen, die Komplettlösung, um zu wissen, ja, was ich antworten soll, um die besten Ergebnisse zu bekommen. Weil wir wollen doch alle schön enden, oder nicht? Wollen wir doch. Also vielleicht nicht alle, aber wir wollen ein paar schöne Enden. Wenigstens ein Ende, das positiv ist. Das will ich. Ich will ein positives Ende. Ich will doch nur ein positives Ende. Craig, ich hasse dich. Gut. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Aufnahme von Dream Daddy. Wir hatten zumindest Sex und einen Kuss. Wir können hier dann auch weiter. Meet Robert notfalls. Amanda accepted. Das können wir auch machen. Amanda accepted ist, glaube ich, gar nicht so schlecht. Gut. Wir sehen uns. Bis dann. Ciao.